Hello everyone, this is Donna from Even the Scales. Thank you for clicking on my video today and I hope you're all having a good day. I'm back on here again protecting myself from my neighbour and my landlord. My neighbour just doesn't want to quit. She doesn't. She just does not want to stop abusing me. For those of you who have not seen any of my videos before, there are three neighbours that adjoin my property. I live in a unit, and these three neighbours have been hired to abuse me until they just drain me of my life and I pass away. And because I've been speaking up about it on this channel and trying to get something done about what's going on here with the landlord, a lot of the abuse has stopped. But there's just this one woman who just doesn't want to accept that I haven't passed away. And she's just abusing me every single chance she gets. There is a camera in my home that I want removed. The neighbours involved in this abuse can view me on that camera, and that is so that they can abuse me. So they can just watch me in my home and carry out abuse and then watch the reaction that they get from me. It's not only them that can view me on the camera, it's also the Campbelltown Police, it's also random members of the community, and it's also some of my family members and past abusers from the past. My family members view me because they have carried out a lot of abuse over the past couple of years and they have stolen an inheritance from me. So they wanted me they wanted this plan to work out. And the neighbours that are involved, they adjoin to my property. They watch me on this camera. There's three of them. There's two females and one male. And the landlord knows this is going on. I mean, the landlord has had the range hoods rigged in all of their three homes so that anything that they put through their range hood gets diverted into my unit. So these three neighbours who are trying to drain me of my life have been able to control the air that I breathe for quite some time now. They have been carrying out abuse on me for over a year. But this one woman, she just does not want to accept that I'm not dead. And if you ask me, this woman must be the kind of person that just enjoys abuse. She's enjoyed it. She's got that used to it. It obviously makes her feel like she has a certain amount of power and domination over me. And I mean, these three people stalk me like it is their life. They stalk me all day, every day, have done for over a year. It is all they do. They have made it their entire life. They focus on my life more than their own. And they have made it their life to try and drain the life out of me with abuse. And this is what they've been using. They've been using smells, and it was cigarette smoke for the past couple of weeks. It was one of the other neighbours, one of the other three, but now it's switched to another neighbour and she's using smell. She is, and she's burning hot oil. So it's like she's burning olive oil in a chip fryer or something. She starts at like 4:30 in the morning. She starts doing this. As soon as I wake up, because she's obviously listening out for me to wake up, these people seriously watch me more than they focus on their own lives. It's unbelievable how much they stalk me. And she just doesn't want to accept. She doesn't. She just can't accept that it hasn't worked out for her and I haven't passed away. And it's like every chance she gets, she's abusing me with this smell. And the smells were meant to drive me crazy, They were meant to try and make me think that I was a schizophrenic, imagining things, but I know I'm not. And when they send these smells and odors and things through their range hood, it actually takes over my whole unit. The smell just takes over the whole place because it's only a small unit. And instead of the odors going out through the roof, it's all being diverted into my unit. Everything they put through them. So that the landlord, St George Community Housing, knows this. And this was all a part of a police cover-up to start off with. And then my landlord must have got involved in it, in this scam. Because when you look at the big picture of it all, it involves, it started with a police cover-up. My family are involved in it. The Campbelltown police are involved in it. I had family members in the police force and also people connected to my family that are in the police force that have been obstructing justice. And this whole scam or plan was meant to take my life because I have been through a lot of injustices over the past 10 years and I just happened to speak out about those. And that was when this abuse all amped up and got a lot worse. So, yeah, my landlord must have taken part in this plan and had the range hoods fixed. And I want to be in control of my own air. I want these range hoods fixed because this woman, she just won't stop. She just will not stop. And I mean, I've spoken out about what these neighbours are doing that many times on this channel. They are trying to drain my life. They're being paid to take my life. And she just doesn't want to. It's like, aren't you dead yet? Like, she's just like trying anything she can. It's like she just won't stop sending this smell through, and it's taking over my whole home. It's disgusting. It's just such an intrusion on my personal space. This woman seems to think that she has she seems to think she's above the law and that she just has the right and that I'm just here for her to abuse 24 hours a day. I mean, obviously she's been able to get away with this for over a year. She definitely has been putting me through abuse every single day for the past year. She probably doesn't want to be held accountable because they're caught now. These neighbours have been caught because I have been speaking out about it. And you know, even though they know they're caught, even though she's being exposed on a public platform for trying to abuse me to death, she still doesn't want to stop. So I don't know. St George Community Housing, you need to take control of your out of control tenants. I mean, you created these monsters, or somebody did. Somebody did. And now they just don't want to stop. This woman, she's just like, no, like, you have to pass away. You have to. Like, she just won't stop. So please do something about this woman. It's the woman in the unit downstairs. And, you know, I have the right to protect myself. I have the right to protect my space. I have the right to protect my life. And I have the right to protect the air I breathe and the atmosphere that is my home. So you need to do something about this woman. There's no police to call on because they're involved in this as well. The Campbelltown police are sitting back watching this abuse take place on the camera. Everybody involved in this is just like hoping that I pass away, and it's just not happening. It's not happening. Only God gets to say when I leave this world, and it's definitely not now. So I think this woman must have some kind of God complex too, that she thinks that she just has the right to take my life. And it's just not going to happen. And, you know, if this is meant to drive me crazy, I think people better start looking at these abusers and look at their mental state because, I mean, it would take a pretty cruel, deranged person, I think, to just want to keep trying to harm someone and drain them of their life when they're being exposed on a public platform for it every day. I mean, that takes a special kind of person. Um, it's pretty sadistic. It's pretty sadistic, like just like watching me in my home and just like carrying out this abuse and just wanting to see some sort of pain. And it's just not happening. My mindset is just way off anything that these people are trying to accomplish. Like it's just not going to happen. So someone needs, St George Community Housing, you need to get real. You are my landlord. You are responsible for the camera that is in my smoke alarm that you put there without my knowledge so that my neighbours could abuse me to death. You need to remove that camera, St George. You also need to fix the range hoods that you rigged so that the neighbours could abuse me. You also need to control this out of control woman in the unit downstairs because she's out of control. And she's very, very cruel. She's arrogant and she needs to be stopped. And she's a criminal. She's a criminal. And I've got every right to speak out about this on this channel. She's been trying to take my life. She's abused me every single day for over a year, all day, every day. I mean, this woman works hard at it. She's up at 4:30 a.m., sometimes even earlier. She's stalking me. If I get up at 3 a.m. to go to the bathroom or anything, she knows. She's up abusing me then, creating smells to put through the range hood. She's had this chip cooker or whatever it is going like since 4:30 a.m. this morning. She did it all day yesterday. Yesterday, I think it was about 17 hours she had it on for. I mean, this woman's going all out. She's just going overboard. And if she thinks she's going to get away with this, that's just hilarious. That is absolutely hilarious. So, yeah, you need to control this woman, St George Community Housing. She is your responsibility. She is one of your tenants and she's creating a disturbance in my home. She's displaying antisocial behaviour. She is abusive. She's just abusive and you need to control her. You need to stop what she's doing and you need to come out here and fix these range hoods and remove this camera. Because what you've done here is it's against the law, in case you didn't know. So, yeah, you've been invading my privacy and you are actually violating international criminal laws every day that this camera is in my home. So please remove it as soon as possible. And please speak to this woman, this out of control woman, because if she doesn't stop, I'll be back on here again. And as I said, I've got every right to protect my life, my home, and the air I breathe. There's no police to call on. St George Community Housing, I've tried to deal with this the right way with you. I've tried to contact you in writing. I've tried to just ask you so many times to do the right thing and you haven't. So, I've got every right to speak up about what these criminals here are doing because that's exactly what they are. They've tried to drain me of my life with abuse for over a year and they're caught. And so are you, St George Community Housing. So thank you for listening, everyone, and I'll talk to you on the next video. Bye for now, and God bless.